Welcome to College Football Today on this championship weekend. A reminder, our college football playoff selection show is Sunday, December 20th, noon Eastern, 11 Central, 9 a.m. Pacific. Here's our preview of this week in college football. And this show is available weekly on the JJ Sports podcast, and we will cover the entire bowl season, pick every single bowl game across the next few weeks. And for that, we will leave it off. And here it is, starting with the Conference USA Championship. Starting tonight, UAB Marshall Conference USA Championship. I have Marshall Thundering Herd winning. And for these games, I don't have Jordan's pick at this point. He'd probably get it in right before the game happens. But we will update you on those things on our first bowl show, which when we do our first bowl show, we'll get all the way through Christmas done in the first show. Nebraska-Rutgers, I got Nebraska. It has been a tough season for Nebraska. And Rutgers, I don't know. Rutgers has been lucky a few times. I don't think Nebraska gets it done. Scott Frost trying to prove that he is the man that Nebraska needs. Buffalo-Ball State, it's the MAC championship from Detroit. I got Buffalo. All you need to know is Jared Patterson. He is a monster. Buffalo has always been one of the better teams in the MAC over the past 5 years, and they will win another MAC championship and should be going to the best bowl of any MAC team. All right, the A&M Aggies in Tennessee. I got to go with A&M. If they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, they have to beat the Tennessee Vols. Again, that game is Saturday on, I believe it's on ESPN. The early game on ESPN, I will check that. From what I have, it is ESPN noon Eastern time. All right. Washington State and Utah. It's on FS1 last time I checked. I have Utah. Pretty solid game to be picking there. I don't think Washington State's really as good as they have been in years past. They don't have Mike Leach, and also Utah beat Colorado last week. I think they'll beat Washington State this week. Air Force and Army. I'm going with Army. I don't know. Haven't seen much Air Force, but one time I did. They're very average. I think Army can get it done, especially when Air Force is on the road. Missouri, Mississippi State. This one's on the SEC Network alternate channel. I'm going with Mississippi State to beat Missouri. Missouri has had an average year. I think Mississippi State can pull off the, quote, upset. Ole Miss, LSU on the SEC Network. I'm going to go with LSU. LSU has been sort of up and down all year. They banned themselves from a bowl. But I think Coach Orgeron can get the win at home against Ole Miss and get them to a 500 record. I think that's what they'll get. The win. Minnesota, Wisconsin for Paul Bunyan's Axe. I'm going with Wisconsin. Minnesota has been, below average this year. Wisconsin can get to 500 with a win over Minnesota. They will take home the Axe once again. Mountain West Championship, Boise State, San Jose State. It's on Fox. Be Tim Brando, Spencer Tillman. I'm going with Boise State to beat San Jose State. It's a neutral site at the good old Sam Boyd Stadium. Boise State has played a fair amount of times there and has played a few Las Vegas Bowls there. Now, the Las Vegas Bowl isn't happening this year and will not happen at Sam Boyd Stadium ever again, but I'm going Boise State just because of their dominance as in years past, and San Jose State being relocated after Santa Clara wouldn't let them play there. It's a very hard thing to overcome, and I think Boise State will get the Mountain West crown once again. Alrighty, Illinois, Penn State. This one's on FS1. I'm going with Penn State. Illinois has been, they've been Illinois. I've got Penn State getting the win over Illinois. They've had a really bad start to the year, and I think this will be a game to redeem the Nittany Lions. Stanford, UCLA. Going with UCLA. Chip Kelly is there. And then again, Stanford with the relocation stuff. It's really tough, and I don't think that you can overcome stuff like that. Tulsa, Cincinnati. I don't know why. I'm going to go with Cincinnati to beat Tulsa. This is a really good Cincy team. They haven't played in a month, but I think this Cincinnati team is going to get the win. In the American Championship is on ABC. Arizona State, Oregon State, late night on ESPN, I believe. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I get Arizona State on the road getting it done. They look really good against Arizona. That can be misleading sometimes. And they have, I believe, the extra day of rest. And Oregon State, they beat Oregon, but that's about it for Oregon State. Coming up after the break, we'll get the Power 5 championships picked and wish you a good weekend.
Hey, you, the listener, want to be on the other side of the mic? Anchor is a free service that allows you or anybody else, for that matter, to make a podcast that is absolutely free. Yes, free. They offer an editing tool right in the app or on their website. Anchor will make your podcast available on platforms like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, just to name a few of them. You can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listeners. That's anchor.fm or download the Anchor app today.
All right. We're going to do some college football picks now because it's championship weekend. We've got Oregon, USC, Friday, Fox. Let's start with me. I'm going to go with USC.
Okay. Where are these games?
Oregon at USC.
Oregon at USC. USC.
Alrighty. Big Ten championship. Ohio State against Northwestern.
Ohio State, like by a long shot.
I've got Ohio State as well. Northwestern sucks, and the Big Ten gives Ohio State special treatment. Don't expect anything different with the refs of this game. All right, Clemson, Notre Dame. I have Clemson because Trevor Lawrence is good.
You're saying Clemson over Notre Dame? I'm going Notre Dame.
All right. And the all-important SEC we forgot one. Iowa State, Oklahoma. I think this is Jordan's pick. Iowa State against Oklahoma in Texas.
Well, I'm going to go with Oklahoma. It's in Texas. Iowa State has to go a little ways.
Yep. I've got Oklahoma as well. Iowa State likes to choke when it matters. Has happened in March Madness. It's happened in football as well against Iowa. Iowa State will lose. All right, the Saturday night game between Alabama and Florida. This is the easiest game ever. We're going to go with Alabama here. Alabama is the number one team because they all get all the players that are good, and they just win. Alabama versus Florida in Atlanta.
Alabama by a long shot.
Alrighty, we will be back after this.
Peace out.
All right, thanks for watching college football today. Thanks for listening as well. As this is championship weekend, bowl season is coming up. We will have our college football playoff selection show tomorrow, or Sunday, I should say, in case you're watching it on Friday night. It will be December 20th at noon Eastern time, live on our JJ Sports YouTube channel. Join us. Have a good time. It's going to be fun. We're going to have great rankings. We're going to have presumably who's going to the Rose Bowl, who's going to the Sugar Bowl. I don't know. There's going to be some stuff that gets. I don't know if there's going to be chaos. I don't know if it's going to be exactly what we expect, but join us then either way. All right, and regarding all these games, most likely I'll be the champion of the picks this year. It would take quite a few things going Jordan's way to get him crowned, and we'll be doing a separate competition for bowl season. And hopefully the bowls go on as scheduled. I don't know how that's all going to play out. Could see a lot canceled. And sorry that I was so unenthusiastic in the Power 5 segment. Usually I would be a lot more enthusiastic, but Jordan, he's had his share of college football over the years, and he likes the NFL a little better. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a good one. Alrighty, thanks for watching our coverage of college football week number 16, and we hope to see you next time for more. Again, as we mentioned earlier, we want you to watch our coverage Sunday, December 20th, noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. on the West Coast, although not any West Coast teams really in the mix for a spot in the college football playoff. Again, we thank you for watching this coverage of the broadcast of the show. Thanks so much. Peace out.